Oh, what's up? We're gonna look at Pyro today. We're gonna look at a bunch of kills clips. I'm gonna talk about how I've been playing him a bit, and then I'll kind of talk through the fights. We're gonna look at this build really quick. This is all I've been doing. You can go in with greens. You do not need blues and all of this stuff. We just deal too much damage to care. You want blue staff. Try and get 8 weapon damage. This doesn't matter. You can get, I mean, I would say out of life, or life regen out of combat is probably better. It's a small amount, but we just don't care about this at all. The one thing with the new patch, Pyro very, very bad at clearing. If you get that top left spawn and you have to walk through like minions and stuff to get to another room, you just can't even go there. One red skeleton is gonna take all your lightning staff charges and then like 3 dagger throws and then a Q on top of it just for one skeleton. It takes way too much resources to even think about killing them. Now, you have to go in with full greens, right? So the first thing you want to do is just go. We don't need to gamble or anything. You buy gloves, pants, boots, chest. You get a weapons, you buy dagger, you buy the orb. Now we would equip all this stuff, and who cares what we get? All we care about is hitting our dex and intelligence, which we do. A lot of times we'll, let's see, I'll show you how close we get. See, we're 7 off from our dex. And that's because I went will on this necklace. You can go an intelligence necklace or a will necklace with, or an intelligence nexus with dexterity, and you can make sure you hit it. But buy all of this gear first. And then depending what you get, you will try to, you can try to hit these 3. You'll hit it pretty often, honestly. The main thing you want to make sure you get, though, is these 2. Our dexterity perk is actually a lot more important right now, because we're not running Drunk Alchemist, so we want the extra damage really bad. And then a few of the spots, we play them a little bit differently. Some spots are better than others. I mean, we'll get into that as it comes. But yeah, that's all you need to worry about. Just buy all the greens, buy the armor first, and then get your heirlooms, and use your rings and your heirlooms to try to play for the will perk or whatever you're able to do. But that's all you need. For potions, you need to have at least 6 mana potions. You cannot kill mobs in this. You kill as little as possible. Pyro just takes too long. You must have stone flask. And this is how I've been running my flasks lately. I've just been mid-combat switching to mana potion with health potion. You can just keep your mana potion there. It's really important. This matters. This matters a whole lot. Because if you get caught off guard or something happens where you can't, go into your inventory and switch your potions out or whatever, like my game, I get like frame stops and stuff like that. I get like in-game lag spikes now and then, so sometimes I can't switch as fast as I would like to. But you must have stone flask ready at all times. It has to be there always. If a rogue comes up behind you and gets a backstab off, if you have lightning flask in here, that's not going to be enough. After you E, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, so make sure you have stone flask. Yeah, that's pretty much it regarding the build. let's get into some of these clips and we'll talk about them. All right, so we know someone's around here. We heard him with his swords. Rogues are really easy. Now, a big part of the pyro class is you need to play him sort of like a checkpoint champion, sort of, you know? You need to always have a route that you're gonna take. You need to always have a way out every time wherever you are. Now, I knew that I was willing to eat 3 swords, but I had a feeling he was just gonna charge him up to try to get a big all-in. Your fireball cancels all that kind of stuff. See, right here, we don't know where that rogue is, right? And look where he was. Trying to get a nasty backstab off. This is why we always have a way out. We always have a trick up our sleeve. Very important with pyro. If you're not camping, if you're not like totally camping in an invincible spot. The only thing we have to worry about is getting all in. As long as we have our E up and a stone flask, we're not going to be killed. So when that's not up, you must be in a spot where you're not going to get killed. Now remember, we know that there's a sword master running around here. You really gotta wait for the yellow lock on. I didn't wait. I just thought I could time it. Now, you never really find people playing in this spot. That's why I really don't think he expected me to just hit him there and be able to sit there attacking him. Remember, don't just you don't want to just assume he's running for his life. Always be watching out for someone else to have a trick up their sleeve. Now, as long as we have our E, if you get a fireball off and you have your E still, you're looking to kill with pyro.
Oh my god.
And that's a good note. Your lock-on range is longer than Death Knight grip. That's really good to know. I just found that out right here. Even if he were to grab me though, if you're a pyro and you're fighting someone here, very easy to fight here. You can just knock him off the edge. He's honestly supposed to just run there. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to actually deal with pyro. And I'm going to show someone who's doing a really, really good job. That one singular fireball that we got over that stopped him from opening the door. Now in that room, that's why you want to always look around, constantly look around. I did not see that guy when I looked around, and then when I look around again, here he is. And he's inches from locking onto me. Swordmaster E is really dangerous for us. Now see, right now we're hugely ahead. We still have our E. Even if we're running away, you still want to be offensive if you have your E. Yeah, so the Swordmaster E is really bad for us, but 150 damage is still a lot of damage. Very often I will just, if I can get away with it, I'll just go ahead and throw. Like if I need to get more damage off, then I'll just throw it anyway. And right here, I'm just trying to save my lightning staff charge and my mana. I don't want to use my mana. He's extremely low. This is a new spot that we've learned about. You cannot get on the ledge of this giant hallway either.
Are you kidding me? Man,
That's
that's
right.
annoying.
Spectre hurts a lot too. 2 Spectre swipes and you'll be nearly dead. He might have tried to shoot me in my head. This is a very dangerous fight, but we know that we're not going to be killed because we have our E. And you can play it this close. All we have to worry about is his hook. His grip. But we're playing in a spot where he's not going to get value out of it. And you want to be gripped before you E, always.
Silly.
And now this is kind of our element. Pyro is extremely good of using this kind of stuff. Remember, I'm looking forward and then moving that way with W. I'm not strafing. If you go back and see, you'll see that I'm turning towards the wall, like looking at it, knowing that he's trying to peek me so that I can be a little tiny bit faster. So the game plan you want to think about is get a big fireball off before you use your E. Now we're not camping here. We're going up to people. We got our fireball off. We have our E. We're using that lamppost because we're pretty sure he's a Death Knight. And that's how it goes. Big fireball against shield people. It's shield people that you don't want to use the little fireballs on, mostly. Your fireballs will find a way around like dagger blocking and sword blocking, but try to stick with stage 2 fireball. If we get any gear, we'll be stealing it from another pyro. It's juiced out of his mind. That's right, we've gotten a lot of kits. This was the time I actually somehow predicted it.
Oh, he spawned.
With other pyros, them having a better kit really doesn't matter.
Show you another
it's
spot
whoever
you may not have seen before.
That's right. This is another spot you might not have seen. The biggest thing with other pyros, you just need to get your big stage 2 off first.
Right.
Now he's trying to find a spot where he can throw his fireball. He doesn't know where on that building he's gonna throw it. He probably doesn't know that you can just shoot it right through the whole building.
Will we have a juiced kit for us? Ah, what did I say? That's what we like to see. It's my favorite. Thank you.
That's the only thing you need to worry about.
Thanks.
It's another pyro. You just need to get your Q off first and it'll cancel his Q. Your E
What are our stats
you can
at?
use while
Ain't that
you're
crazy?
using your Q, and it'll also cancel.
Kit at all. This thing sucks. He forgot a bunch of crap.
I've gotten multiple juice kits from other pyros, but this was not.
Kit.
This was not one of them. So remember, if you have your E, you're still not killable. It's the same value you would get from sitting on top of something.
What the heck happened to this room?
Yes, the rooms are, some of the rooms are totally different. All he needs to do is start jumping on stuff.
I like this.
But people are not, they're not abusing. They don't know anything. They could so easily just, he could so easily just hop right up there and start attacking me. I will E him off, but I mean, it's a better option than whirlwinding, and it does not take much to kill Pyro. They're super squishy. We're double jump hovering right here. There's so many spots like this where you think there's nowhere to run and play in, but oh, there is. Remember it. That guy, so that Death Knight just tried to push me, but we had a, you know, we had a plan. We had a trick up our sleeve. Everywhere you go with Pyro, you must have something up your sleeve. You have to have, you know, some place you're gonna run to. You're playing, you know, you're playing the checkpoint champion, sorta.
Dang it.
You need to have checkpoints that you go to. You have to have the routes. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna get up on here, and if I get attacked, I'm gonna jump on this thing or whatever. Or I'll have my E long enough. I'll hold my E until I get to here, so that, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know if you noticed it, but there's a box in the middle of the archway on that church over there, and I've seen him for a while. That's the other Pyro that's been in the lobby just killing everybody, and he actually does have a juice kit, but you're gonna see in a minute how little value running full blues is. Those are expensive. We've seen him this entire time. Anytime you see someone like that, just hold off until you think you can kill him. I mean, that's just how it is. He has blues, but yeah, he's still one-shottable. So yeah, the biggest help with Pyro is just make sure you have a trick up your sleeve, save your E. You use it. When you don't have your E, that's when you need to be, you know, in a height advantage or something. See this right here. I don't want to push all the way into that place, walking around on the floor, so I'm going to go up here instead. It takes a little bit more time, but I have a better spot to play in. That river, it's not easy to just jump up the sides of the rocks. No one knows how to get back up when they're in the river. So I'm taking this nice weird route. Now let's look at right fresh spawning. You want to get out and start rotating immediately. Counting spawns is still super important. We have to learn the spawns, and we have to, you know, everything's a bit different. But here's one of the reasons. You need to be checking the high traffic areas, the spots where other people are rotating, and look what we have here. I find stuff like this all the time. This guy's just running through, not knowing how strong all the mobs are now, and we just get to pretty much one-tap him. This is why you want to get out early. You can find another spawn, see someone attacking something, and you can take advantage of it. So yeah, I guess that'll be the new updated Pyro guide for Classic. Now it's a bit different in like up to Epic gear, because in Epic gear you're going to fight full set bonuses, which is crazy different the range for getting one-shotted just skyrockets. So you have to play it different. But it's a lot more fun in green to blue lobbies. Honestly, a lot of the classes are way more fun in green to blue lobbies. Now remember, with Death Knight, only thing you need to worry about is their grab. That's all you have to do. When they grab, then you E. You don't E if they have their grab still. You have to save it. For fighters, it's the same thing with their charge. It's basically the same thing you have to worry about. Your Q will stop people from charging their charge attacks. So that's really good to keep in mind. Same with like swords, Swordmaster charging up swords. Swordmaster, all you have to worry about is blocking, not eating 4 swords, and just watching out for their all in. Because their E, they'll take half damage. So, remember, as long as you have your E and a stone flask, you're not killable. For priests, you just need to burst them. Just blow them up. That's what you have to do. You get 1 fireball off, you can use your E. You can just waste your E and then just start charging another fire blast. Try to get some value out of your E, but that's the whole thing with priests in green to blue bracket. You have to just pop them. Long fight, not good. Just keep throwing damage at them until they fall over. Rogues, the only thing you need to worry about is, getting snuck up on and backstabbed. But again, as long as you have your E and stone flask, you're fine. You must not get poked out. So if they shoot you, you need to get into a spot where if they shoot you again, it's a guaranteed fireball. We saw that on one of the clips when we fought that rogue after we killed that Death Knight. You need to be in a spot like that. Be in a spot where it's hard for them to all in you. If they're just gonna sit there and try to snipe you, unless it's a gale force, you don't have to worry about it, but we're in green blue lobbies, so it's fine. For druids, you just need to, the only druid that's actually kind of scary is the druids that just run around in cougar form only. That's the only one you have to worry about, because their pounce is such a short cooldown. After you E, they'll have it back up pretty quick. But the best way to counter it is to just get high ground against them, and you'll be fine. If they're dumb enough to keep trying to push you while you're on high ground, you'll just kill them. The correct answer for them to do is to just run away. Let me see if there's any other classes. Pyromancer, you don't really have to worry about, because you can just blow them up also. Blow them up just like you blow up priests. Let's see. Is that all the classes? Fire Druid. Yeah. Pyromancer, you just need to get your Q off before them. Whoever gets theirs off first wins. There's not a significant difference in gear where it's going to matter at all. Let's see. And oh yeah, and also when you're moving somewhere, you go to a spot, you sit in there, and then you plan your next route. Okay, this is really important. So you're going from point A to point B, and you have to know what you're gonna do if like this or that happens. If a Swordmaster comes around the corner, are you ready to Stone Flask? Are you ready to E? If you get snuck up on by a rogue, are you ready to E? If you're fighting a fighter or a Death Knight, do you have obstacles that you can jump onto? That'll come with knowing the map better, but you have to have your route played out. You want to have your checkpoint set up. So you're going to go here, and you have these variables to work with along this route. Very, very important. You will die so much less. I think the only deaths that I've actually had were like people killing me with just stupid stuff where I'm assuming that they know that I'm full health, but they just keep on sword slicing with dual swords or something. Like I've only died to just very rookie mistakes playing like this. But I've had, man, my inventory has been so stuffed with loot doing this, but your chances of being killed are so much lower. It's super easy to live when you're playing like this. Super, super easy. Because you don't have to worry about getting one-shotted. And that's the main issue with the super juiced lobbies. Also remember, you are not here to kill mobs. Pyro sucks at killing mobs. You can't do it. It takes like 3 dagger throws. If you saw my short, look at the short that I posted fighting that skeleton that's there right when I spawn into the match. I'm half HP, and look at how many resources it takes for me just to kill the mob. Takes mana, takes all my lightning staff charges, takes all my sword throws, and then I'm like, okay, I just gotta run out of here. I run out of there and I just get one-shotted by a stupid sword master. Yeah, so you do not fight mobs. There's a couple unlucky spawns you can get where you're like forced to fight mobs. You have to just do the best you can or try to find a way out of there. Keep trying to learn the map. That'll help a lot in regards to getting around without fighting mobs. But yeah, I hope that helped. If you implement those things, you'll simply be flying out of here with no potions. You'll be dropping all your potions to fit loot. Yeah, so I hope that helped. I'll see you guys soon.